Yo, Big Kish back up in here. We about to go over why Drake's latest attempt to save his career just backfired. And yeah, I see they got 50 Cent up in here, man. What are he doing? Is he up here? Is he tap dancing up in here? Is he tap dancing? I don't know, man. We about to see. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. Y'all know I don't like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
Like in Drake's case, because of the success, he's feeling the backlash of his success.
Mm.
Right now, everything that he said he did, they did in that lawsuit. They did it.
What do you mean?
Like Universal Music Group,
reducing the price of
everything that he did is a part of marketing.
I feel that too. Yep.
They did it.
Yeah, they do it for everybody.
Yes,
they probably did it for him.
Yeah.
Everything that they said, they did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
In light of Drake's latest album and its record-breaking sales, it is evident that, above all else, one of the main reasons this project failed was that no other artist wanted to be on it and perform the same kind of work that they did for Drake's previous albums. In the end, this brought something fresh and engaging to the table, making up for the dull performances.
Is that Baca behind him? Why do you keep him around? Why is he around? Seriously.
For Drake's previous albums. In the end, this brought something fresh and engaging to the table, making up for the dull performances he has been providing. Overall, Drake has come to the realization that, in contrast to his previous position, the power of all he possesses is essentially worth very little. He is currently struggling with the idea that, in the present music market, his OVO moniker alone will only fail without any features or support. At the moment, Drake will make an effort to never acknowledge that he has fallen off, since he still has plans to achieve more this year. As a result, he is purportedly engaged in another project, as he attempts to salvage his already.
Joe Budden said that Nokia out there fighting for his life. That Nokia record is out there fighting for Drake's career. They said everybody feeling it, man. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to check it out.
Defunct career. It appears that Drake's ability to make this album surpass the disgrace of Scary Hours 3 will depend on the artist he chooses to work with. Right now, Drake has J. Cole at the top of his list of artists he wants to collaborate with. Drake is currently working on new music and trying to get back in touch with Cole in order to preserve his career, while J. Cole is preparing to embark on another run in anticipation of his album The Fall Off. But before we delve any farther into this, please remember to subscribe and leave a like. Even if this video discusses a situation that could potentially benefit Drake, his fans will still be upset, because they don't want to think that even he is aware of his current situation and that the only way he can ever succeed is with the help of another artist. In the case of Drake and J. Cole, Cole has returned to the spotlight on his own this year with his new.
Is this a part of the reason why he ain't popping? Cause he ain't got nobody else with him besides Party Next Door? Is anybody else on the Party Next Door and Drake Triple S songs for you? I don't know. That's a point right there.
Song Clouds, which demonstrates unequivocally that regardless of our opinions regarding his decision to walk away from the biggest beef in rap history and the fact that it put an end to any argument he had with Kendrick Lamar, Cole has managed to salvage his career by simply returning to what his audience wants and what hip-hop fans will always value, some elite-level rapping. Drake, on the other hand, simply lost everything after he collapsed against Kendrick. Cole's new single, Clouds, features verses that began this new chapter in his career with an early contender for Verse of the Year, particularly the second stanza.
Hey, Cole, you bet not. You bet not. You bet not do a feature with Drake. Because I got a feeling that that's coming. I got a feeling Drake going to be like, hey, Cole, you mind doing a feature with me? And Cole be like, hey, it's okay. Cole, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
As for Drake's current situation, we do know that he is still working on additional music, presumably because Cole is beginning to regain some level of success and respect, while at the same time, Drake is obviously losing more and more. In between pitiful publicity stunts, he sits back and considers ways to regain his place in hip-hop culture and try to salvage his career on the charts and what remains of his legacy, all the while being in hiding and on the opposite side of the globe from Kendrick Lamar and the rest of the rap scene. As Drake has done for so long, He now understands that in order to remain relevant and continue to rise, particularly at this point when he lacks momentum on his own, he must collaborate with another artist and have them fill in all the gaps in his repertoire. As J. Cole prepares to release The Fall Off, an album that has been in the works for almost 10 years, it is undeniable that this is one of the most anticipated albums in the music industry at the moment. Regardless of your feelings toward Cole, all of this means that Cole is getting the momentum he needs to.
You got people saying that he should have never named nothing to fall off. Because you put that into the universe and in the atmosphere, that should have started happening. Be careful what you name shit.
Establish himself as one of the most influential MCs of our time, even though he isn't the best in rap this year, because Kendrick Lamar put a stop to that argument. Now that Drake is aware of this, the one thing that sets Cole apart from him and Kendrick Lamar in the first place is that J. Cole doesn't harbor grudges or beefs and doesn't even want to argue, especially with someone he views as a friend. Given that Cole wrote a song about it last year and essentially invited Drake back to him with Port Antonio, Drake does recognize a weakness in Cole that he might be able to exploit to try and gain a position in hip-hop that no other MC would ever let a man.
I just said it. Listen.
A friend. Given that Cole wrote a song about it last year and essentially invited Drake back to him with Port Antonio, Drake does recognize a weakness in Cole that he might be able to exploit to try and gain a position in hip-hop that no other MC would ever let a man who brought paperwork into a rap feud obtain. Cole's desire to constantly be
Cole, he gotta have some type of boundary. He needs some type of boundary. Cause I got a feeling Drake gonna come back like, hey, Cole, it's me, your old friend. Ah, man.
Be the good guy and avoid taking a strong stand against another of these artists is the reason behind all of this. Drake realized that Cole might be the one who could save him for good, and he did like the post when Cole released Port Antonio, which did demonstrate how he received this message, regardless of how Drake may have felt when Cole initially backed out of the beef. Since Drake now communicates more openly through posts than through his music, I do believe that he is telling us all we need to know by doing something like this. On the other hand, J. Cole recently added the new songs Clouds and Port Antonio to his official musical canon by making them available on streaming services. This shows that despite any misunderstandings that may have existed at the time of Cole's song's release, he is being true to everything he stated in that record and still wants to maintain a positive relationship with Drake. Ultimately, acknowledging the current situation, assessing the positions of both parties, and above all, realizing that Drake's career is in ruins and that, as a result of the poor reception of his collaborative album with Party Next Door, he will have to collaborate with every single artist who still has a relationship with him in order to receive.
Hey, who y'all like better, The Weeknd or Party Next Door? Who y'all got? I got The Weeknd.
Even a small portion of the publicity and fanfare that he once enjoyed. J. Cole is going to be the person who has the most potential to assist Drake when you look down the list of everyone he could possibly work with on a new record, or who he could feature on in any way, whether that be on a feature himself or an appearance during a tour. This is because of the performance they can give and the opportunity it would create to give him attention that he otherwise would not be able to get right now. Given how this feud began, of course, because they collaborated on a song, having Drake and Cole side by side will at least bring their fan bases closer together. Regardless of how much hip-hop has changed since Kendrick Lamar recently redefined what the genre actually looks like, their fan bases are still sizable, and they are still pursuing victories, so it will still be worthwhile, even though it will never return them to the...
Man, Dot about to do bigger and better things. He got a movie, he got a tour coming up. Man, he moved on a bit. He already snatched the crown. Really, he already had the crown for real. It's just that everybody was indecisive about it. Oh, I want this good. And I had to come out and establish, look, I'm the GOAT. It's me. It's me. Ain't no big three. It's just Big Me.
The top spot, as demonstrated by the way J. Cole concluded last year with his Inevitable series and his 10-year anniversary show for Forest Hills Drive, both of which he had planned for a long time before this beef even began. It is clear that he will continue to be the nicest guy in the rap industry, and that he has actually told Drake more than Kendrick Lamar that he will never turn on him and that he wants them to be on the best terms possible. Before his career truly came to an end, he was attempting to show what had brought him to this point by narrating his career's journey and singing his most famous record. Overall, we can already see that J. Cole's plans have not altered in response to the chaos he caused by pulling out of the beef. Cole's steadfastness and current plans have put him in a position where, despite dropping a few spots in the Rap Power rankings, because last year not only did Kendrick, but numerous other rappers had significantly better years than he did, he's still in an ideal spot to have success and perform up to his usual standards, something Drake obviously lacks, as his album saw a near 50% decrease in sales from his last in every single category possible. This is in contrast to Drake, who has done...
What the hell is this he got on? What's up with this jacket, man? What is this? Is that bar when Dot was like, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. We know Tizo touchdown, he got the nails and all that, but he'd be wearing all them pads and stuff. Is that what he was talking about? He walk around like Tizo? He nailed him to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. You think you Tizo touchdown? With all the pads and stuff on, boy?
Category possible. This is in contrast to Drake, who has done everything he can in response to his losses and the way that people have changed their perceptions of him in hip-hop after he lost to Kendrick. However, now that Cole is holding to his plans and maintaining his current vision, we also know that, in terms of Drake and Cole's relationship, Drake did record a verse for The Fall Off already, and he is expected to be featured on that album, unless Drake has told Cole otherwise and won't allow him to...
No. Drake is old girl from Set It Off, who ain't want to put in no work. And when everybody had put in that work and got some money, she's talking about, I need some of that money. I need that money. Nah, get out of here.
Drake did record a verse for The Fall Off already, and he is expected to be featured on that album, unless Drake has...
Oh, man. Cole, man. Please don't put him on there, man. You bugging.
Told Cole otherwise and won't allow him to release his feature. It is evident that Drake and Cole were working closely together before to their dispute, which naturally triggered everything because the two had this talk on stage while they were both on tour and performing so many gigs together. They also created 2 songs that we have previously...
Somebody got to keep putting their damn hand on my shoulder. Hey, man, get the hell off me, man. What you trying to do? Drake is manipulating Cole, man. He know Cole is nice. Drake is a snake. Drake the snake.
Heard. Drake is desperate for a victory, which is crucial given that Cole is just getting back to his plans. However, Drake is also aware that he can never compete with Cole at this time due to his extensive losses, and the only way he can even gain anything from him is by reuniting with him. Although it is obvious that Drake will not be going back to the places where Cole appears to be and where the other major rap artists have been, because he is determined to keep as far away from Kendrick Lamar and everything surrounding him as possible. We will eventually learn that Drake and Cole have been in contact in one way or another. Together, we will see that these two will eventually release more music. All because, regardless of what transpired during their feud with Kendrick Lamar and how each of them fared in that regard, J. Cole's momentum and mentality, which has caused him to avoid a feud with anyone he has ever considered a friend, and Drake's desperate mindset, which is now forcing him to begin hiring features who can try to help his future work and ultimately become a stronger name in the hip-hop playing field again. All of this is pointing to the fact that Drake and Cole will soon reunite. It will be fascinating to observe how much momentum J. Cole has at that point, and whether it can truly have an impact on Drake receiving any meaningful attention at this time. It's going to be interesting to see what comes out of this collaboration and how Kendrick Lamar handles.
No, I don't want to see what's going on out of this collaboration. I don't want Drake on the Fall Off album. Cole, man, you need to develop a backbone just enough to keep Drake away. Drake, go away. Yeah, I know the song. Get him up out of here, man. Cole, please do not. Just remember, he said Cole losing sleep behind this. It ain't me. He threw you. Come on, bro. Come on, man. That's what the fans want. They want to see you develop a backbone, set up some boundaries and some standards. Damn, please don't let him get on that album, bro. Please don't. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all want to hear Drake on the J. Cole Fall Off album or not? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. This is wild. Big Kish signing out. I'm going, y'all.